The title is not clickbait. You are about to witness the fastest Pokemon Gold speedrun known to man. 2 of them, to be exact. The one on the right is a tool-assisted speedrun created by Casual Pokeplayer. And the one on the left is the current world record held by Washer. And to clear up any confusion, both of these runs are in the any percent category. I've been having lots of nostalgia for Pokemon games lately, and I'm even in the middle of a Pokemon Pearl run as we speak. So I decided, what better way to reminisce than to create a YouTube video on the topic. Now, let's pit these 2 runs head to head and see which trainer comes out victorious. Alright, let's start watching these playthroughs of Pokemon Gold side by side. So I tried to line up a lot of the actions that are going together, but as you'll see, one's just naturally faster than the other. If you're used to my other videos, that's how it goes. One's always faster, because the tool-assisted speedrun's obviously going to be quicker. Now, before the run starts, these players make a unique ID that allows the wrong warp to work, which you'll see executed later in the video. There's 3 main requirements for these runs to work. We have box manipulation, save corruption, and item underflow. I'll go into details about how each of these works as the run progresses. So I don't know about you guys, I didn't actually play Gold as a kid. My first Pokemon game was Diamond. Back in like 2007, I loved that game. It got me into Pokemon for life. And they're off on the adventure. Straight to Professor Elm. And once this run does start, you'll see that Totodile is selected because he was overpowered in this generation and speedrun. And we're already a minute 30 into the run here. So I should mention, a lot of what I'll be explaining pertains to the world record run, not necessarily the tool-assisted speedrun. So they're going to be a little bit different, and what I'm explaining is really only on the world record one that you'll see on the left. Because like you'll see, the tool-assisted speedrun just immediately grabs Cyndaquil and not Totodile, which is interesting. Next, our players are going to run through Route 29 and pray they don't get in an encounter. And the task is already performing a save corruption glitch this early. So his bag is already messed up. I'll explain why that is the case. Now we get into box manipulation. So players can rename boxes on the PC like you'll see on the screen using codes in order to access certain locations in the Echo RAM, which is essentially just memory that's supposed to be inaccessible. And now that the code's created, it's done nothing for the runner yet, because it still needs to be called and executed. And the tool-assisted speedrunner has just beat the game, just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play the tool-assisted speedrun twice, because it matches up about the same. It's about half as long as the current world record run, as bizarre as that sounds. Super quick run. It's insane. He beat the game while standing in Professor Elm's lab. How crazy is that? So just the end credits are rolling over there, but we're just going to loop that one more time so it can line up nicely. And this brings us to our next section, Save Collision and Corruption. So before Route 30, runners have to go to the Pokemart and buy 11 antidotes. Very specifically 11. Then they have to go to this specific tile and drop 1 single potion. And save the game. And this is not an accident. This manipulates the checksum. To simplify, a checksum is adding the value of everything in the save file added together. That means items, Pokemon, Pokeballs, etc. And when a save file is created, the value of this checksum is stored in the memory. And when you load the file, the game checks whether these two checksums in memory and on your game cartridge line up together. This is checking for a corrupted save game file. Next, we travel up to Mr. Pokemon's house, where we receive two very important items. The Pokédex and a mystery egg. Gotta love Mr. Pokemon. Alright, so I've just looped the task one more time. So if you want, you can take another look at it and see exactly what he does and the differences between the two runs. Very interesting. And just stay focused on the world record run on the left. Then we have to take away Totodile's berry or else he'll be too OP. Then we do what every kid was warned not to do. Turn off the power before saving. Here they're trying to stop the save before it completes, which corrupts it. After this, we start a new game, not continue the old one. Then we set the clock to 10 AM and name the player Gold, which messes up some info within the save file. He just skips right through it. I'll be seeing you later, blah blah blah. And he saves, he overwrites that other file and resets. After we go through the intro again, it's time to do another save corruption glitch. This time, just hitting continue, not new game. Now we have to go back to the original save file and back through the cutscene with Mr. Pokemon. And when he loads back in, he's back in the original save file. And that's the second mystery egg he just got. There's a lot going on under the hood of this game that's not immediately obvious. A lot of glitches and hacks and lags. Now our two runs start to line up again. You'll see both of them start to corrupt the items and corrupt the saves once more at a similar time. And he's obviously just trying to get through this cutscene as quick as possible. Here's where the glitches really start. The game knows that you should never have more than one key item, so now that there's two, the rest of the bag becomes super glitch, like you'll see. This is where the wrong warp is executed, and we wrong warp all the way to Mount Silver to fight Red with only a level 5 Totodile in our party. But when we go to battle him, the game thinks that we have 0 Pokemon in the party. And the devs added a failsafe if this situation ever occurs, and the battle ends immediately and we win instantly. Thus completing this run of Pokemon Gold without engaging in a single battle. 2 amazing runs side by side. Now you can see a quick breakdown of what each player did, and I hope you found this video interesting. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.